everyone, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. It's so lovely to have your company here today for our first show of the day on Crafters TV, and what a day we've got lined up for you. Not only am I joined by the fabulous Debbie Fisher, who's actually got an amazing new launch to bring to you today, we're also going to be joined by Keith from Paper Dienamics a little bit later. So really action-packed day that we've got here on Crafters TV. It's going to be absolutely brilliant, so make sure you stay tuned for the whole day. Just a little note though, some of you guys might have noticed that our website's slightly under a little bit of maintenance at the moment. Do keep checking back. We've just got a few gremlins in our system, but we will keep you updated on that. As soon as all the issues have been resolved, we will let you know. So just sit tight, hang back, perhaps get a little shopping list together of all your purchases that you're going to want to make. Then as soon as that website is back up and fully working, then we will let you know so you can pop your orders through. But do just keep trying and we will sort that out as soon as possible. But anyway, that's all the housekeeping out the way. I'm going to introduce one of our fabulous guests that we've got today, one of our lovely regular faces that we have here at Crafters TV. We know and love her. It's our lovely Debbie Fisher.
Oh, good morning, Lily.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Isn't it a great morning?
Always.
It's hot. It's hot today. I'm feeling really hot today, right, more than yesterday.
I'd say it's warm.
Yes.
I'm not sure hot just yet, but
I'm hot.
yeah. Well, what can you say?
And Keith's having a lay-in, I hear.
Yeah, well, apparently so. We hear that he's in the Keith-mobile and he's driving up as safely and fast as he can, but he will be here. My goodness me, it will be worth the wait. So I've seen the products he's got. They're absolutely brilliant, and I know you guys are going to love them. We've also got some items back in stock from popular demand, so stay tuned for that. But what have we got lined up on our show today, Debbie?
Oh, do you know what, Lily? And I'm going to apologise now because last week someone asked when we were launching the next box, our craft box, and I was like, actually, I've got the craft box, but I don't think it's a launch because we've got it in launch party. But I didn't realise we'd started to launch a lot of the boxes in launch party, so I'm actually launching it today. So I'm really excited. I've got a few samples here just to show you how beautiful they are. What I love about this one, this is quite mesmerising. It's got beautiful silhouette stamps, it's got gorgeous papers as you would expect, but it has the most amazing stamps and stencils, which you can do so much with, creating all sorts of different types of cards. This colour theme is beautiful on here. It's got those lovely lilacs, those beautiful blues. We've got some greens as well going on. Look at that, absolutely stunning. So you're going to love this box. It's full of just exciting pieces that you would absolutely expect from one of our craft boxes. And we're going to show you quite a bit in this show, Lily, and then we're launching it later on fully to give you a lot more look around the box and what you can do with it. So it's going to be very exciting.
It is, absolutely. I have to say I've fallen in love with that craft kit. I think it's absolutely good. I think for me the best word to describe it is magical. It is just so magical. The imagery in there is absolutely stunning. So stay tuned throughout the whole day. I know Debbie's got lots of amazing demos lined up just to show you how fabulous that kit is. But alongside launch party that we have mentioned, of course we've not just got that craft kit on launch party. We've got all the highlights, all the best bits, all the launches from the last week that are going to be featuring in that show as well. As if that show wasn't enough in itself, we've also got a fabulous craft along planned for 2 o'clock this afternoon. I know Debbie's going to be working with that amazing Sarah Signature Frosty and Bright collection. You guys went absolutely crazy over when we launched it last month. One of our most popular launches from our Christmas event. So that's going to be an absolutely cracking craft along as well that we're going to have coming up this afternoon. So it's going to be an absolutely brilliant day here on Crafters TV. So I really hope that you can sort of sit back and join us and grab some absolutely brilliant crafty goodies as we go through the day. But we're going to, first of all, we're going to take a look at that brand new craft kit that we've got launching today on Crafters TV. So this is the very first look that we've got of this brand new craft kit. We'll bring a different craft kit out every single month here on Crafters TV. And like Debbie was mentioning earlier, it's one of those that our customers sort of ask, when's the next one coming? We wait, and I know so many of you guys at home do collect these. I know I've started collecting them. They're a lovely thing to have on your shelves. You've got all that beautiful packaging. You've got absolutely everything contained within this kit to make stunning creations. Just like Debbie's shown you, we've got a few more here as well. I know Debbie's got lots more samples and demonstrations that she's going to share there with you throughout the day. But these kits are absolutely fantastic for beginners. They've got absolutely everything within there that you need to make these stunning cards. And this particular craft kit, which is number 51, and we were saying before the show, there must be something brilliant about these. The fact that we've managed to keep these going all the way up to 51. I think we've made 51 of these, and every single time we come up with a different idea, a different theme, a different concept, and you guys love every single one of these that we bring out. So it's absolutely amazing to have everything contained within that box. You've got stamps, you've got stencils, you've got masks, you've got dewdrops, you've got your card bases, absolutely everything within here. But enough waffling from me, let's have a little look with Debbie at exactly what we've got within this amazing craft kit.
So the best thing, well not the best thing, but one of the best things about having a craft box is the unboxing. I know how super excited you all get. You love to see what you're getting, but when you get it home, the presentation of our boxes is always that wow factor. So let's have a look and see exactly what we're getting in the box. So beautifully presented. Do you know what I would love to know, Lily, is how many boxes people have got, where they started from, if they've got them all. I mean, send us in your pictures if you've got them. That would be amazing. As always, your box would, and actually I've never pointed this out, but let me bring this in there. Can you see here? It says here for full instructions. You go to your website, it will give you the address, and you go to the website and it will give you full instructions and sort of inspiration on how you do the actual box, which is quite amazing. Right, always packed beautifully with our lovely tissue paper. So opening this up, now what I love about it, we've ditched the plastic, Lily, haven't we? We've gone to more environmentally friendly packaging. Now I've just opened mine. Yours will be sealed with these stickers that come over the top. I've just took mine off so you can see what they are. So the first things we're going to be looking at, which is what this kit is all about, is these beautiful, absolutely stunning, I should have got, let me just grab a white piece of card because I think you can see them much better on there. So let's bring in those stamps. Absolutely beautiful silhouettes, building up all those images. Got lots of little accessory dies there, and then on top of that you've got your beautiful stamp set. Now these are gorgeous, and I think I know why Lily loves these ones. To have a full set like this where you've got so many different designs, different fonts, different meanings, different wording, these are absolutely beautiful. So, and some really nice sort of reaching out to your friends' sentiments, which I think is absolutely lovely. So they're your two stamp sets that you're going to get. Then we've got our plastic stencils. So you've got your stencils here. Let me take this one out. And you can see you've got all those different backgrounds. That's not a very good one, is it? Let's bring up a black piece in. You can see I've used this one. So we've got all our different ones, so creating sort of those trees, all that sort of mystical imagery that you've got. You've got your moon, your trees, all these branches that are going round. So that's your stamp sets, that's your stencils. Then we've got our plastic masks. So these ones are the sort of opposite. So I bring that black piece in and bring out all these little pieces. These are it's sort of like the yin and your yang. These are the insert bits, apart from, so you can see that tree. Let me bring that in. Can you see that's the tree to that part? So you can have both designs, your positive and your negative. And then I love this because you can actually create all your different sceneries, all your mountains. You've got your moon there. So that's fabulous as well. Then we've got, as you would expect, we normally put gems, but actually got beautiful dewdrops. I love dewdrops. I think these are nicer than gems. They do look like drops of dew, drops of rain, but also you can colour them with your alcohol pens, so you can have them whatever colour that you want them to be.
I think they're almost more versatile, don't you think?
Absolutely, yeah, and they just look beautiful. Now we're going into the colour tone of this box, so you can see our beautiful sort of turquoises, our purples, our greens in there, not only in 3 different colours, but also 3 different sizes, which is incredible. Then we've got our card blanks. Now this is why we call it a craft box, because you're getting everything you need to start your card making. So everything in your card blanks, and then of course you've got your envelopes to go with them as well. So all your envelopes to match those ones. Then we've got our cardstock. Now we don't normally do this, but actually we've put in this beautiful cardstock. It's almost got like a slippery surface, so it makes your inking of these amazing, and you've got plenty of those to keep you going. Then we've got our printed papers. These you're going to absolutely love. Look at this. I mean, they look watercoloured, they look like you've done your own ink designs on them. Really beautiful designs in those gorgeous colour tones, which are all going to tie in with those beautiful ribbons. And then, of course, it wouldn't be a craft box without having all your solid colours, which are double-sided 8x8, all in those beautiful colourways, which is absolutely incredible. So your solid, you're getting all your coloured cardstock. These have gone everywhere. All your coloured cards that you've got there. You've got also your cardstock to be creative with. You've got your envelopes, you've got your cards, you've got your ribbons, you've got your dewdrops, you've got all your inner stencils and your scenery stencils. You've then got your stencil for creating your beautiful images. You've got your main stamp set with the silhouettes, and you've got all those gorgeous designs of sentiments in there. That is an amazing box, and you're going to absolutely love getting creative with it. There we go.
Absolutely incredible, the amount that you're getting within those boxes. And I'm just going to take you through the boards to show you in even more detail exactly what you are getting within this amazing craft kit. So first of all, we've got these, and I can never remember which way around a stencil and a mask is, but you are getting both your stencils and your masks within this box. So you've got all the elements that you can add your inks to, perhaps even bringing in your texture pastes or anything like that to build up those backgrounds, adding those onto the papers to really set the scenes for all of your designs. Of course, be thinking about not just using these with the other elements within this particular craft kit. Think about all the other things that you've already got in your crafty stash that you can be using these masks and stencils with. How useful are these hills going to be? Perhaps you've got Christmassy themed designs, maybe even mixing and matching these with our amazing Celebrate the Season collection to really build up larger scenes and take your crafting all year round with these. I have to say, I absolutely love this stamp set that we've got in here. So we've got beautiful quality clear stamps. You can see exactly where you're stamping with these, and lots of different sorts of imagery within this set. So we've got larger designs that are going to be your focal points for all your cards and other projects. I love that little fairy or nymph we've got there. You can have him sat under the tree, and these are all very much about building up your own scenes and making sort of telling a story, if you like. So you've got your grasses that can be building up that floor, building up that scene. Then you can have all of your embellishments. You've got your birds, your butterflies. Think about stamping these and actually fussy cutting them out and using them as embellishments as well. So lots of options with this fabulous silhouette stamp set. And of course, don't just think about stamping in black. How about stamping onto black and heat embossing with white? Maybe stamping onto craft card in different colours. So don't always just think black with your silhouette stamps. We do also have our other stamp set, which is our I couldn't think of the word then, all I could think of was words, our sentiments. And these are really nice heartfelt sentiments, like Debbie was showing us earlier. They're not just our sort of happy birthday, they're very much not generic. They are really from the heart, and they're going to sort of complete that story when you are using your other elements within the kit. We've got a really nice mix of fonts in here as well, almost like a typewriter font. Then we've got more swirly, more decorative fonts, lovely sayings like "You brighten my day," "You're my cup of tea." So something a little bit different in there, but really, really useful and usable when it comes to those sentiments. And then when it comes to the colour theme of this particular craft kit, we always have such beautiful papers within all of these boxes. But in this particular box, it's brilliant for all your backgrounds and your scene setting. So perhaps you're not into your inking yet, maybe you've not got all the ink pads and you're just sort of quite new to crafting, you're building up your crafty stash. Perhaps you don't have time to do all the inky backgrounds for a particular card if you need a quick make, then these are going to be absolutely perfect. They almost look like they've got glitter or foil on them, but they are a matte finish, so if you want to enhance them further with any of your inks, perhaps your gilding waxes, you could even be embossing onto these, maybe add some glitter or your sparkle pens to enhance them even more, but you've got that matte finish which allows you to do that, and such a beautiful range of colours. And talking of colours, of course we don't just give you the backing papers, we also give you that coordinating solid double-sided colour core cardstock as well, with the colours that complement those pattern papers so perfectly to give you a really professional looking finish to all of your makes. And of course, no subs box would really be complete without that matching ribbon. So if we bring in the cardstock and have the ribbon alongside, you can see how beautifully those colour tones are matching from the cardstock and the ribbon. Everything is tying together beautifully. No pun intended with the tie in there, but the ribbon is absolutely beautiful quality. It's a silky type ribbon, and of course, like Debbie showed us, not only are we getting 3 different colourways, but of each different colourway, we're also getting 3 different widths, which is super important. For your smaller projects, your little bows, that thin ribbon is going to be absolutely perfect, but for your larger projects, maybe even home decor, that thicker ribbon is going to be the one to go for. So lots of options for different types of projects with this particular kit. And as we showed you, something that me and Debbie both particularly love are those fabulous dewdrops. Different sizes, 3 different sizes there, that perfect finishing touch. And of course, think of colouring these with your Spectrum or alcohol pens to really change the colour. And then the final sort of icing on the cake, which makes it into a real comprehensive craft kit, is the fact that we're bringing you 16 cards and envelopes, both beautiful quality, to really sort of set the scene for this whole collection. So if you are new to your crafting, you've got all those card blanks there ready to go and ready to start crafting with straight out of the box, which is what this kit is absolutely all about. It's all about straight out of the box crafting. We've got so many of you joining us here on the socials today. It's lovely to have your company. Just a few little hellos there. Who have we got in today? We've got Christine, we've got Alicia, we've got Val, we've got Tammy, Zoe, Lynn, saying just ordered mine, place your order for the box, looking forward for it arriving. Lots of you here on the socials, but if you are wanting to grab this box, as I know if you guys collect them like I do, you're definitely going to be wanting to add number 51 to your stash. Platinum price is just $19.99 here in the UK. If in the US it's $19.96 stamp, pence even, I don't know where stamps come from, but it is a stamp and stencil craft kit, and I just want to see what Debbie's going to create with this because I know she's got some amazing demos lined up.
Yeah, you know me, I like to have a play. Now, the first thing I want to show you is you don't have to just keep your card blanks as they are. So we've got our beautiful card blank, just like so, which just opens. But what I've done is I've just scored the front of mine here, and then I'm going to do mine as an easel card. So really simple design to start with, but just making a totally different card. And then I've just trimmed down one of the card packs that we've got in there just to fit directly over the top. So this creates my easel card, and all I've done is trimmed that to 4x6 to fit on the top of my card. Okay, so we'll pop that to the side. Now I've got 2 pieces of cardstock which I've just trimmed down. I've trimmed these a little bit smaller because what I'm also going to do, the only thing I have added in, I've added a bit of black cardstock because I think that really grounds everything and gives that beautiful border, especially when I'm using black on my stamps. So all I've done is cut some of this lovely pink cardstock down. We're going to use that as an edge. Now when you get this home, you'll gut the middle of that out. You'll use this for your die cutting or your extra stamping, but I'm just, because of time, we've just popped all this together, and then these are going to fit. I've cut these just that little increment smaller so these all tie up, and then I've done exactly the same for my bottom piece. Now I love the fact that these do have all of the patterns and swirls going on, because it means if you're a beginner crafter, you don't really need to do anything else. But I want to show you that we can even elevate that to a whole new level as well. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to bring in some inks. Now I've got my pigment ink pads, only because I want to do a bit of heat embossing. Now we do water reactive ink pads, which are on the show, and your quick drying, which we are going to be using to do some of our stamping, are ideal for these because they dry super quick, and because this is uncoated cardstock, it means that we can do lots of different things to them. So the first thing, put my teeth in. The first thing I'm going to do is just dab into my plum jam, and I just want to put a little bit of different round the edges, just and really sort of, I'm being quite sparingly, being quite sporadic just around those edges to pop that in. And then we're going to do the same with the purple and also just add that to our edges. This is just going to create some interest. It's going to draw our eye into the center, and these 2 colors just work beautifully together with their blending capabilities. So just popping that round, had some extra there and at the side.
Crafting and you don't have all your inks in your stash, you can just use sort of the papers as they are already. You've got so much detail in there, but if you do have a little bit more in your crafty stash, you've got all the inks, perhaps you've got glitters, maybe you've got even embossing folders, gilding flakes even would look fabulous. You can, like Debbie is showing here, you can further enhance those papers and just make them look even more fabulous. So like we say, it is very much a beginner's kit. If you are new to crafting, this is going to be brilliant. But if you want to add more, you can really go to town with this kit and really make those papers look even more special.
Right, so what we want to do next is want to do a bit of stamping. So I'm not worried about leaving that because it takes a little bit longer to dry, but I am going to be bringing in our silhouette stamps, and I'm going to bring in my stamping platform as well. So let's do our first one. So let's have the one that's least patterned on the top. So I'm just going to pop this into place. And I'm just going to use my magnets just to hold that down. And then first of all, I'm going to bring in this beautiful tree. So what I love about these, you really are creating your scene here, and it looks beautiful. So I'm just going to place those around there. In fact, we can place that one right in the centre. So first of all, I'm going to stamp my tree. Now, because I sort of don't want my tree to be too elevated out into the picture, what I am going to do is we're going to use our quick drying ink pads. Now, I love quick drying ink pads because they literally do exactly what they say on the tin. So if you've got layering stamps, you've got any stamps that you want to just be able to put down quickly and know you can do other techniques with, your quick drying is amazing because as soon as you rub that, and just try not to touch my edges, it's not going to budge at all. And then the other thing I want to do, let's take that off. I'm just going to grab myself some kitchen towel because we're going to carry on our stamping because we want to create that beautiful background. So just taking some of my ink off.
And Debbie, would you recommend a stamp platform for stamps like this, or would you get on all right with your rocker blocks? Is it more personal preference? What do you prefer?
Oh, absolutely, and great question, Lily, because yeah, you can use whatever you love to use. So whatever suits you. I am a massive lover of our stamping platform.
Me too.
It's my go-to. I love the fact that we can be really creative with it. It's super easy. It's great if you have any dexterity problems because you literally just push down. So yeah, it's something that I love to use. If you want quick stamping and multiple stamping, I would definitely say go with rocker blocks because they're incredible to use. And then all we're going to do is stamp that one down.
I think for me, what I like with a silhouette stamp, when I'm using a stamp platform, it allows me to go back and stamp over the same area multiple times. If you really want to build up that really deep, crisp image, using a stamping platform like our magnetic one that you will find on the website is absolutely perfect for that, to really build up that intensity of that silhouette.
Absolutely. Right, now what we're going to do, now I want to have my fairy sitting at the bottom of the tree, but I want to elevate her a little bit more. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch our ink pads. I'm just going to bring this one round. We're going to, and actually, while I've got that down, I'm going to stamp my rabbit as well. We're going to have a little rabbit, so our fairy's going to be looking at our gorgeous little rabbit. Let me just move that one off. We're going to have our rabbit sitting right there next to her. And because we want to sort of elevate this a little bit more, let's put our magnets down, and then we're going to stamp these ones in our in our pigment ink pad. So I'm just going to now be bringing in our black pigment. So this is going to really elevate those silhouette images because we want to do a bit of heat embossing.
And I think it's nice to show as well, because we don't always show that you can actually use different ink pads on a composition. I think we tend to think, oh, we're going to use all quick dry, or we're going to use all pigment inks on one particular scene. But like Debbie's shown, you can mix and match your ink pads, which is why we always say you need them all, because they do all have different uses. But it's nice to see those different uses on the one single scene. It's going to give us a really effective look to our finished image.
Yeah, I have to be honest, I've been using ink pads more and more in different ways on one project, and it's not only good for us to be quite creative, but it's good for you to be able to see that creativity as well.
Definitely, yeah.
So let's take our magnets off, and then what we're going to do is just bring in our, let me grab a scrap piece of card. And then we're going to just do a little bit of heat embossing. So it really brings that out. One of my favourite things to do, Lily, is heat embossing. I don't know about you as a crafter. It's something that I first learned to do, and it still wows me now.
Yeah, it does me. No, it's one of those, it never grows old. I could do it every single day. I could use different embossing powders, and every single time as that embossing powder starts to like change and melt, it's magic every single time. If you've never done it before, if you've never seen heat embossing before, let me tell you now, you're in for a real treat. It's absolutely amazing. But think of all the embossing powders you've got at home. Maybe you've got gold and you want to emboss gold onto black. That would look incredible. But just watch this as Debbie starts to melt that embossing powder. Look at that. So it's going from that frosted look and it's making it stand out. It's going to look all glossy and raised. Doesn't it just bring that image to life? Wow, it really is like magic, isn't it? And we've got that. Obviously we used our opaque pigment on the edges so we can emboss on there as well. I think that's something we don't see very often, actually inking our edges with the pigment ink and then heat embossing. But doesn't it look absolutely fabulous just to frame that image? Wow, looks amazing. And when Debbie tilts that, you'll be able to see that shine. Look at that.
Yeah, it's so lovely, and we've also got that sort of shiny edge as well, which is quite cool. So it just makes our topper elevated to that next level. The other thing you can do as well, I'm going to take my sparkle pen.
Ooh.
Now I've just got my clear sparkle, which I love, and again, because we've got uncoated cardstock, we can literally just go in there. Because I've heat embossed that, I can actually have sparkly wings, which is amazing. I mean, we can put that on anything, to be honest. We can take that and elevate anywhere we want to add that little bit of sparkle just coming down. Now, I don't want to just leave it there either, because the other thing that we've got, and there is so much in this collection, and I wanted to sort of bring a lot of things in. Excuse me. We've actually got these, so she looks like she's not very grounded there. There's not anything she's sort of sitting on, which is where these come into effect. So we can actually place these underneath and start being really creative with our ink pads. So I'm just going to grab one of my grey ink pads, which is my anthracite. And we're just going to give this a little bit of an ink in, just to create almost like that bottom level. Now, even though I'm sort of blending this in, I'm just going to do this at the top. Just pop that at the top. What I've actually done, I only want to create that bottom piece. So we're just going around just here. And that's going to create this sort of mystical behind, sort of scenery behind, and then we can bring in another one, so we can actually put in another colour. So again, sort of just bringing that in. I'm just tapping because I don't want too much on. We just want to create this extra piece. Woo! I'm all slippery hands today, Lily.
Oh, no.
I don't know what's going on.
Doesn't that make an absolutely massive difference, doesn't it? It's just a couple of the masks or stencils, I can never remember which is which, but all included in the box. But doesn't it make a massive difference to that scene? It makes it into more of a complete scene. And like I was saying earlier, of course, you could be using those particular stencils in any of your projects. It doesn't just have to be with those stamps. Any scenes that you're building up and you need that backing piece, those are going to be absolutely perfect.
So we've got our scenery, and now I do want to do another little thing, so I'm just going to place that there, because what I've done is I've stamped out "Thinking of You Makes Me Smile." So really nice sentiments in there. And again, all I've done is cut out a piece of black card, so it's going to match all of our ink-ins, and that pink card there. So I know that this is going to go here. So all I want to do is I want to just fill these with a little bit extra. So again, let's just take off these stamps and bring in those butterfly stamps again, because these are then going to tie in with our butterflies at the top. So popping them on, I'm just going to have one of our butterflies coming up from the bottom here. So we can pop that one on.
And aren't those little sort of embellishment stamps, those little finishing touches like your butterflies? You've got dragonflies and birds as well in that stamp set. They're really what sort of set your creations apart. They really do finish off all of your makes, and it's that attention to detail that are going to make your cards look really special.
What is wrong with
dear.
me today? I've literally got slippery fingers, butterfingers they used to call it.
Yes,
Do you remember that, butterfingers?
Marjorie, I tell you what I did the other day. I was stamping and I'd gone to put my ink pad down, and I managed to get my ink pad and drop it on the piece that I just stamped. Face down. So that was the end of that. Luckily I hadn't coloured it or anything, it was just a stamped image, but I thought, of course it was going to land the ink side down, wasn't it?
Absolutely. So
Typical.
annoying, isn't it? Yeah, I go through stages. I wouldn't say I am a butterfingers, and then I have days like this where I feel like I'm dropping absolutely everything.
Yes, I know exactly what you mean. I tend to be the same. But I'm the worst. I'm the worst for sticking my finger in an ink pad. I'll go to pick up the ink pad.
Oh, I do that all
but
the
I'll
time.
pick it up by the actual ink pad.
Yeah.
And then I'll be covered in ink, and Yeah, it's not too good, is it? But all part of the crafty fun, being covered in ink.
Absolutely. And when I'm doing Christmas makes, I have a terrible habit, and I've done it so many times, Lee, and you think you would learn. I have pots of glitter, and I put them on the floor to keep them out of the way.
Oh, Debbie.
And the amount of time that I've trodden them and tipped glitter all over the floor.
Oh dear, that's never going to end well, is it?
No, definitely not. Right, so we've got all our little pieces, so let's get creative and start popping these into place. So all I'm going to do, I'm just going to pop my ink pads back into play. There we go, that one. Just make sure I don't put my fingers into those.
Don't do a Lily.
Yes. So let's pop on our black to start with onto that beautiful pink. So I love matte and layering. It's one of the things that I love to do. I think it really creates a focal point. It draws your eyes into your image in the centre, and I do like lots of mattes and layers.
And doesn't the black just work? It just makes everything pop, doesn't it? Just adding that black between the two colours really does make a massive difference.
Absolutely. Yeah, so you don't, and even though I'm adding the black and black's not in there, I don't think there's anything wrong with bringing a little bit extra into it. I'm going to actually bring some circle nesting dies into one of my demos later, which is always a nice idea. When you've got things in your stash, it's just nice to add those extra pieces. So don't feel like you only can use what's in the box. But what I do love about the box, Lily, is if you do only want to use what's in the box, you've got all that at your fingertips.
Absolutely. I think it's nice to show that you can just use what's in the box, but we know you guys at home, if you're anything like us, you've got so much other stuff in your crafty stash that you can be bringing in and mixing and matching with the elements in this box, and it just makes it go a little bit further. It makes it even more fun. But if you are looking for some of that matte black card, you will find that on the website. It is really a crafty staple. It's one of those that I order about 3 packs at a time minimum. It's just nice to add in and make those stamped images really pop, and mixing and matching with the coloured card in your box as well is going to give you a fabulous result.
So all I want to make sure is that we're going to get those sort of butterflies mostly in. So we're going to pop this near the front, so just into the centre. I'm just going to make sure that we've got that central.
I always use my glass mat to line things up. It's ever so useful, isn't it, to use the grid line?
It's so useful, yeah, absolutely. So let's pop that a little bit smaller in. There we go, just like so. So that gives us, I mean, even that as a card, Lily, would be beautiful,
stunning,
wouldn't it? Nice and simple. But obviously, we don't do simple. We want to do a little bit more.
When you've got all those goodies to play with, you've just got to get them all out. Just have a good old play.
Absolutely. So we've just cut that card to size to create our card blank. And then again, we've got our mats and layers. So let's just pop this onto the top.
That's interesting, because the way I do my easel cards, I always build the top bit first and then the stoppers always last. So it's interesting to see another way to do the stopper first and then build that main topper. Just goes to show, different ways of doing stuff. It's I always think it's interesting. We've all got our own little quirks when it comes to our crafting, whether it's our favourite sort of adhesives, our favourite ways of matting and layering. Lots of different ways of doing stuff, but just make sure if you are trying to check out and you're having any little issues on the website, we do have a few gremlins just hanging about at the moment. We will keep you updated. The site is just under a bit of maintenance, but as soon as it's back up and working normally, we will let you know. But do just keep trying to check out, but hopefully at some point this afternoon it should all be back in working order. But do just bear with us a little bit. As soon as it's sorted properly, we will all let you know.
And there we go. So we've got our finished card, and then when we place that into the easel, that's going to sit beautiful. And there we go. We've got our gorgeous little easel, which has got all those different sort of shiny pieces. It's got our sparkly wings. So really lovely design to be able to do.
Isn't that just absolutely stunning? But shows how you can take your craft kit that little bit further, adding in some of your embossing, some of your other inks. You can make really special creations, just like Debbie's shown us. And if you are wanting to get that brand new craft kit that's launched just today on CTV, it is in the Platinum Club. It's £19.99 or $19.96 I've done that again, 96 cents, not stamps. You are getting 227 elements within that craft kit, so tons to get crafting with. It's an amazing kit, and make sure you pick up yours. But that's going to be launching properly on launch party tonight. But this afternoon we're going to be bringing you a brilliant craft along with our lovely Debbie, and this is going to be focusing on our amazing Sarah Signature Frosty and Bright collection. And what a collection this is. It's absolutely huge. I just went to go and pick up some of the boards. I could barely lift them, there's so many. But I'm going to take you through what you're getting within this amazing complete collection. You'll see on your screens we've got the complete collection there. In platinum it comes just under £100 in the UK at £99.99. In the US it's 130 and 36 cents. You get so much. I mean, we can't even fit it on the screen, there's so much on there, but I'm going to take you through exactly what you're getting because it is a stunning collection. This is your beautiful baubles, and what I'm loving about this is the fact that not only do we get that lovely detailed bauble die, but we also get the backing plate. So it allows you to bring in your mats and layers. You can actually have your different cardstocks behind. Perhaps you want to be using that as an aperture and inlaying that detail, but lots of options. 3 different shapes, really nice, elegant shapes on those beautiful baubles. Next we've got this super useful edgeable die. This is brilliant for cutting it on the sides of your cards. I'm thinking this could be on the sides of a nice deep gift box. That would look incredible. But you've got that outer die and that inner detail. So if you just want to cut the detail into your card, that's going to look fabulous as well. I'm thinking that on the sides of a gatefold would look brilliant. How lovely would that be with perhaps some of the glitter card that we've got in the collection behind, maybe even vellum or acetate. But what a stunning, really large size die we've got on that one as well. Then we come into our stamps, but not only stamps with this one, we're also getting stamps and dies within there. So you've got the die for Christmas, and then you've got all the different matching words in stamp form, so you can build your own sentiments. So you can have, for example, wishing you a Merry Christmas or the magic of Christmas. So you can really build up those sentiments to personalise your makes for something really quite special. And then we bring in some of our edgeable dies, and I love these. I think there's something really quite stylish about them. They're quite traditional but also contemporary at the same time. You've got that cut in element with the lower word, and then at the top you've got that sort of cut out element that stands proud at the top of your card bases. This one is Happy Holidays, so great for any of your festive makes. How gorgeous does that look? And then we've also got, in the same sort of concept, we've got Merry and Bright, which I think is absolutely lovely. Doing all your concept with those is going to look fabulous. And we also have Happy Christmas, so a little bit more traditional on that one, but still that lovely design that we've got running across all 3 of those. Then we come into our embossing folders, but not only is it an embossing folder, it's actually a cut and emboss folder. So we've got that lovely frame detail of embossing all around the edge, but in the centre it's going to cut out that aperture, and you can be adding whatever you like behind there. Perhaps it's going to be a shaker card, maybe even going to add a photo behind, maybe there's going to be some acetate or vellum behind that frame. Lots of options, but bring in your inks, it's going to look absolutely stunning. So that is our Christmas tree frame. And talking of embossing folders, we've also got another embossing folder here, but this is not just one embossing folder, this is a 3D embossing folder, and that's your enchanted Christmas tree. Absolutely stunning design. Think of bringing in all your glitters, perhaps your gilding flakes. And then we've also got another edgeable, which is our Christmas tree. Cuts on the side of your card, but you've also got that inner detail, which is separate from the outer, so it gives you even more options with that one. Another very useful set of dies that we've got within here is the Christmas tree foliage. Think of building these up into wreaths, perhaps corners, borders, that brilliant finishing touch for all of your festive makes. But I'm thinking you could probably use that one all year round as well. Talking of embellishments, I'm going to just show you these fabulous snowflakes. Another great finishing touch for all of your makes, and I love the fact that we get the different sizes, so something for every sort of project in there as well. And then we bring you to some of our luxury foil card pad, and this is absolutely brilliant. So you get the foil design, but if you bring in some of your inks, you can get all that detail showing through here. Think of bringing in lots of different mediums onto here, maybe using some of your gilding waxes, but lots of lovely designs throughout this pad. It's going to give you amazing results when you start inking that up to bring through the detail. Then if we have a little look at some of the papers, you get in both a 12x12 and a 6x6 pad. These are the designs just in 6x6 form. As we look at our 12x12 pad, they will just be scaled up to the 12x12 size. They are all double-sided, lovely contemporary colours in there, something really modern, and I think it's going to be really on trend for this year's Christmas. And then of course we have to bring you the matching cardstock. So luxury cardstock in both pearl and glitter. Such a beautiful range of colours. Don't just think Christmas, think of using this all year round. But of course, the colour tones match with your papers absolutely perfectly. And it doesn't stop there. Now we come to sort of almost like what I'd call like the special bits, the finishing touches in this collection. We've got our faux snow, absolutely brilliant, massive pack of faux snow, 50 grams in there. We also have our mixed sequin pack, brilliant for all your shaker cards, and there's little embellishments as well. And we do also have our gilding flakes, so think of adding those to your papers to really enhance them. Use them with your stamps, going to give you a beautiful touch of opulence to your makes. But then the real crowning glory for me, and I know you guys went crazy about these at launch, we've got 3 limited edition ink pad colours. These are our Harmony water reactive inks in lavender ice, frosted sea glass and polar blue. You'll have never seen these colours before, exclusive to this collection. They are a limited run, so once they're gone, they are gone. You'll only find them in this collection. If you collect your water reactive ink pads like I do, then you absolutely need these. But gosh, how much is there in that complete collection? So much. For a platinum price of $99.99, or in the US it's $130.36. Debbie, what can we do with this amazing collection?
I know, I'm just going to quickly show some samples, then get on to our final demo of the hour, because I spy Keith in the building, so he'll be eager to get with you. But beautiful mates, look at this one. I mean, how gorgeous is that Christmas tree? Absolutely amazing. I love our edgeable dies. There's so many different things you can do with them. Love this design here, but then also love this design as well. So really beautiful makes. And that cut and emboss folder is just beautiful for framing those shaker elements. But I really love this die because it's one die, but use it on both sides of your cards, open it up, and you can really be creative with that. So absolutely stunning. Now what I am going to use, we're going to use the snowflakes. So not the snowflakes, sorry, the baubles, the beautiful baubles. Now what I love about these, again, it's that being creative with how you want to use them. I've just got some white cardstock and some of that gorgeous glitter cardstock. We're going to cut our outlines out, and then we're going to cut our baubles out. And I love these because these aren't a creator card one where you put them inside and cut the edge out. These actually cut the baubles out themselves. These ones cut your mats and layers for them. So we can pop all these into in one go. So all I'm going to do, I mean, if you've got a Gemini Mini, all of these dies separately will fit through there, which is so good because that's exactly what we want to do if we want a bit of sort of speedy crafting. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to just pop a piece of tape in the middle to hold those 3 down, and then do exactly the same onto this one. Let's just hold those down as well, right in there. And then I'm just going to use my Gemini Junior plates because they will both fit onto there. And then we're just going to run those through our big Gemini, and that will take half of the time. Now all you do is offer them into the mouth of the machine. Your Gemini is going to take them for you, no problem whatsoever. That will do all the hard work, so the die cutting bit is easy, and you can then get creative with them.
And I have to say that pink glitter cardstock, oh, it's one of the best cardstocks I've seen in a very long time. That colour is right up my street, isn't it beautiful?
In fact, all the colours of that glitter cardstock are beautiful. It's got like a, I can't think of what I want to call it. Like, it's not a platinum, I'm thinking. Almost like like a charcoal colour. It's a grey.
Yeah, it's stunning, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, really stunning design.
I have to say I've been using that cardstock a lot outside of my Christmas crafting. It's going to take you crafting all year round. I have to say it's one of those that I've had to order multiple packs of that card, and it's the same with the paper pads. I love this collection. And you can be using all those papers with lots of other Christmas elements that you've got in your crafty stash. So think of other dies you've got. Maybe you've got some of our Christmas decorative frame dies.
I was a bit heavy-handed. I've just ripped it in half. I thought I'll wiggle it to get all the pieces out, and yeah, I was just a bit too heavy-handed. It doesn't matter. I have a finished one, so I'm not going to worry about it. But it would have been nice to show. So all I was going to do was this, wiggle so all those pieces just drop out, which they do. But I actually didn't know my own strength this morning. Butterfingers and heavy-handed. I'm not going to do very well, am I, for the rest of the day?
Well, I'm thinking that bauble you did rip, You could actually, with a little bit more finesse perhaps, you could cut it in half and make it shorter, so you could have it into more of a rounded shape and take off that sort of bottom element. So Debbie, you were just trying to show us that technique. You weren't being heavy-handed. It wasn't an accident. Just showing us that you can snip into your dies.
Was it a happy accident?
It was,
really?
Debbie,
That's
definitely.
What we always say, isn't it, when we make a mistake? It's not
we don't do mistakes.
It's a happy accident.
And you know, when we get inky fingerprints, it's just another opportunity to add an embellishment. That's all it is. There's no mistakes in craft.
I could do what I normally do with mine, because I like to cut my die in half to shadow. So if we wanted to have another one cut, we could shadow the top and the bottom. Or actually, you could just, if you stuck that one down, you wouldn't even notice that there was
no one would know.
But I'm not going to worry, because we do have, so I've even put the wrong one to it. So this one goes on here. Yep. Look at that. I mean, so beautiful. I love the fact that they fit absolutely lovely. Now, I've done it this way round because I want to show you both options. Let's take that. There's a little tiny bit in there. Take that piece out.
I love the fact that we've got that matte and layer die. Doesn't it just make a massive difference? They could have done the die set without them, but it just gives us even more.
Put in our dotty tape pen, my absolute favourite thing in the world.
Oh, me
Apologies
too.
Though, because it's not in stock yet.
Oh, is the dotty gone?
I know, they've all sold. We haven't got either one at the moment.
Oh, dear.
But we have been assured that they are getting here. We're just not quite sure when. So let me just, now I always like, whenever you've got an intricate die, I always like to turn them upside down and just burnish them on the back. Now that makes sure that all those little dots will just adhere to my die cut, and look how beautiful that bauble looks. Absolutely
stunning.
Gorgeous. Now these ones I did the other way, so oh no, I didn't. I was going to do them. Oh no, these ones I did the opposite way. So can you see? We've got one with the white behind, and these ones are the white in front. So your choice of how you want them to be. So let's pop them to the side, because I'm now going to be creative with a card. So what I've got here is my card plate. I'm going to give you the measurements for this. So my main card is 7 by 5. My piece of card here I've done to 6.5 by 7, so 7 the same as the height on this one, and then I've scored in at 1/2 inch on each side. Now next I've used a piece of our cardstock, so pop a piece of the paper pad onto the front, and then I've used an oval die to cut out. So I'm going to bring that one in, so we've got that one finished, because I know we're fast approaching time. And all I've done, while those two pieces are there, I've just inked around in ocean, and it's just given that sort of halo effect around. You could use actually any die cut that you've got, if you've got any sort of fancy shaped ones, any of our beautiful nesting dies with the fancy shapes, you could cut any of those in and have a beautiful design. And then what I want to create is a dome front. So the thing I want to do, I'm going to stretch the fibres of my card. When you're making a dome front, because cardstock is quite rigid, I want to be able to make sure that we can get that stretched fibres, because I've also matte and layered it, you can see, just on that glitter cardstock as well, and I've cut through both pieces. And I'm going to do the same with our card, so it's just a case of just using your fingers just to sort of stretch it round, and then when we stick those together you'll have that little bit more flexibility. So all I'm going to do is take my tape pen, we're going to run that round on all sides, and then I'm just going to run that just a little bit round on those corners to make sure nothing lifts.
We do also have on the show, if you are looking for nesting dies, we've got an amazing collection of our inverted nesting dies. They are actually our out of this world deal on tonight's launch party. Best ever price on those. They're actually half price for that collection, and you do have some fabulous oval dies within that collection. So if you do check out the Shop the Day page, you will find some nesting dies on the website.
So you can see by doing that arching, it already allows you to bend that front over, because when you stick two pieces of card together, it makes it even more rigid, because we've got quite a thickness of cardstock going on there. So by just manipulating it with your fingers across the top, it already creates that natural bend in our card. Now what we're going to do there is have a piece of card for the front of our card, but we're going to wrap this around. So before we do that, I am just going to use that piece of paper or piece of cardstock out of the pad into the back. Now I've used a coordinating piece that's not too fussy, because when you look through, I want to be able to still see that coordinating cardstock, but I want it to be less fussy than the front here. I have to say, Lily, this paper pad, along with Sarah's Country Lane, is my absolute favourite Christmas paper pad.
Oh,
I am definitely a contemporary girl when it comes to Christmas cards, and I think this paper pad, Faye in the office, paper pad, has done the most incredible job putting this paper pad together. Yeah. What I love about it is every page you look into, there's something to look at in the background.
Definitely.
It's so, so beautiful.
And every time you look at it, you start to notice something different. There's so many levels and elements to that design. You'll look one day and you'll see perhaps the snowflakes, and you'll look the next day and you'll see the swirls, the stars. So there's so much interest within those designs. And I have to say, you guys know I love pink. I know Debbie's the same. Debbie is a lover of pink and purple. So these colour tones are definitely right up our street. It's probably why I've got 3 of the 12 by 12, but you've got to have several just in case.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I would hate to run out. I'm getting quite low on my all-time favourite paper pad, and I'm quite sad. I want to take it to Leanne and just say, please, can we remake this paper pad, because it is my absolute favourite.
Which one is that then?
Quintessentially English.
Oh, Debbie, I love that one.
Oh my God, it's just my favourite. So I had 4 of them.
I don't blame you. Do not blame
and
you.
I've used them I just love it. It's just the prettiest paper pad ever.
I mean,
absolute favourite.
I think our paper pads really are the best on the market. They are absolutely stunning. I mean, they seem to get better and better. Every single time we bring out a new 12 by 12, I go, this is the best one yet. Then the next month we bring out another one, I'm saying it again. I look a bit daft, but honestly, they do get better and better. And I did give you a little sneak peek the other day. Me and Debbie Robinson found some paper pads that are launched for birthday. Oh my goodness, they are... Debbie, you'll love them.
Oh, I haven't seen them yet.
Oh gosh, there's 2 coming for birthday, and they are amazing.
Oh wow.
Yeah, incredible.
Very nice. So what I've done here is I've just cut really thin strips off, just probably about 6mm, and I'm going to just hang these from the back of my card before I put it intact, because then it's easier to put your baubles into place. And then you can trim them as well to whatever length you want them. So I've just cut 3 different lengths. I'm actually going to put them onto our red liner tape. So I'm just going to pop them into place. So let's have one there. So we'll pop that just in there. And trim that.
Debbie, for your card base, did you use, was that multi-purpose card for the card base?
It is multi-purpose cardstock, yes, yeah, absolutely. Brilliant. And then I'm going to put one about there, so let's just have that onto here. Yeah, always my favourite to use it, and I love that we've called it multi-purpose. I feel like it really helps people now with what cardstock to use, because we do have specifics. I mean, we know we love our Nina cardstock for our colouring, but you know, sometimes we think, well, what can we make our card bases with? What can we emboss with? What can we stamp with? What can we use our mats and layers for? And I love now that we've just named it our multi-purpose, and it's just a beautiful cardstock to use.
Absolutely, and we did launch last Friday our A3, and my delivery of it arrived this morning. I was like a kid in a sweet shop. All this A3 card arrived. You will find that on the website, so if you've not seen the brand new A3 size yet, make sure you grab some of those. I think the record last week was we had one lovely customer let us know they'd ordered 11. So if you can beat 11 and order more than 11 packs, then we'd love to hear. The A3, yeah. We've all been stocking up. I know all of us crafty experts have been ordering ours. I know Becky over the weekend got her ordering. It's an essential. It just gives you even more scope by having that A3 size. So do check out the website for that brand new A3 multi-purpose card. Exactly the same as A4 in terms of all the brilliant properties that Debbie's just outlined, but in that A3 size, so going super size for even more versatility.
Right, so I know we're fast running out of time, so I'm just going to quickly stick this, nearly upside down.
Oh dear.
Stick that to the front of our card. So that's going to keep that rigidity by having that card on the side. And then all we're going to do is we're going to use our tape to go down. So I'm going to pop this one onto the bottom here. And then we're going to pop one on the side. So another piece here onto that one. and then we're going to just pop this piece in the center, and that one's just going to go in the background. So I'm going to bring in my finished card so you can see exactly what we've done, exactly the same, but all I've done is use that Christmas die that's on the show, put the magic of Christmas on there, put a little bow from that beautiful ribbon, and there we go, we've got our beautiful domed front bauble card.
Doesn't that look absolutely stunning? But showing how you can mix and match some of the elements from that collection together. That is of course the Frosty and Bright Complete collection. You'll see that in lots more detail at 2 o'clock this afternoon with our amazing craft along with Debbie. That's the complete set, $99.99 in platinum, or if you're in the US it's $130.36. We're just going to show you a few little videos now. Keith, we're rolling Keith in. He's coming in with his lovely new goodies from Paper Dienamics, but just check out this video all about Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
I'm Corinne Robinson, and I am having an absolutely fantastic time up here working for Crafters Companion. So my crafting journey began back in, I have to get this the right way around, in 2001. I went to a craft workshop just at a craft store, and I was absolutely hooked. My mum convinced me to go because she wanted to go, and I've not looked back since 2001, and I'm still going now. My crafty inspirations are, I have to be inspired by my grandmother. She was an amazing sewer, and I just love to take inspiration from her. I can't sew, but I am blown away by what she used to do. But I just am inspired by all my colleagues around me, the other experts. I've just done a show today where we have third parties in, and I just love watching them and take little bits from them and then put my own twist on it. What's it like having crafty colleagues? It's fantastic. We are an amazing team. The support from Crafters Companion is brilliant. I have loved it. As you know, I've not been here overly long, but the team have opened their arms and welcomed me so fantastically. And I love watching the shows because a lot of the tips and techniques that you'll see me do in my shows, I've picked up from my colleagues by watching their shows. What non-craft facts can I share with you? I have my pride and joy at the moment is my gorgeous little Cavapoo dog. I absolutely love her. Miss her like mad when I come up here. Elsie's at home with my husband. What is my biggest crafting success? Oh, I just think it was the day I was able to give up a 9-to-5 job and be able to come and be a craft demonstrator full time. And then the excitement when I came to join this team was amazing. I just think that has to be up there at the top for me.
Welcome back to Crafters TV. We've had a little bit of a change around. We brought in the lovely Keith from Paper Dienamics. Good morning, you all right?
Morning, Lou. I'm all right.
You made it. Finally made it.
I'm only harmful to certain individuals in the building, but you're lovely, so
I'm safe.
You're definitely safe.
Phew, I was thinking, where are the nearest exits? Do I need to run and leave Keith to do the show on his own? But I think we're all right.
And don't adjust your screens. We're not in widescreen, are we, really? Because you're so slim, really. Goodness me. I make two of you, don't I, really? It's like looking at widescreen and little screen. There you go. It's lovely to be here on, what day is it? Tuesday today.
I think it's Tuesday.
We're nearly 3/4 of the way through August.
Scary, isn't it? Next thing you know, it'll be Christmas.
Well, funny enough, you should mention that really, but yes, it's not that far away, is it really?
Not.
But there we go. But it's brilliant to be here.
It is. It's lovely to have you
The sun is shining
here.
up here in Newton Aycliffe.
It is, yeah. Sun always shines up here.
And we've got something really new for you, the world exclusive launch of our Shabby and Chic collection.
I thought that was what we were called.
That's probably
that was
what
our
we I'm not
names.
quite sure if I'm the Shabby and you're the Chic, Lily, but there we go.
Is that the name of the product as well?
It's the name of the product. And it's fabulous. It's a brand new launch.
Yep.
We hope you're going to love it. We certainly do, and our design team. Do you like it?
Oh, I love it.
Oh,
right on my street. Anything shabby chic, anything flowers, butterflies, right on my street. I know you guys at home are the same, so I can't wait for you to all to see this. You're going to absolutely love it.
Wow. Great.
It's good.
It's very good.
Stuff.
Right.
Let's have a look. Let's dive right in.
Well, listen, the way that it's going to come, let me just bring them all in because it's all made up of little sections, Lily, for sure. So we've got 2 of them, and we've got 2 of these, and then we've got the bigger one at the back. And let's bring them all into play because this is the Shabby Chic collection. We've got in here, we've got papercraft toppers, we've got papercraft sentiments, and then we've got additional little sentiments and decoupage sheets as well. And then to go with that, we've got all the coordinating papers. So we'll go through them one at a time, but you can buy them individually, for sure.
Yeah, of course.
But the biggest thing is if you get the lot.
Absolutely. I mean, we get the biggest saving. You're saving over 20% on that complete collection. But for me as the crafter, yeah, the saving's great, but it gives me more to craft with. If I get the full collection, I've got lots to play with. And of course, with it being a collection, everything is being designed by Keith and his team to work together perfectly. So you do want to be picking up the main collection for sure. Saving over 20% on that 180 pieces, so lots to get crafting with.
Oh, it's beautiful. It really is. Fabulous, fabulous quality. It's uncoated cardstock as well, Lily, so you can use your secondary colouring processes if you want to do so. But you'll see straight away, you've got your butterflies, you've got your flowers, and you've got your words. And I'm just looking to say, oh, it is the right way around. I haven't got my glasses on, so I'm struggling to see the screen there.
It looks good to me.
Is that looking good?
Yeah,
I'm glad you'd have told me if it had been upside down. It wouldn't make me look like really, really silly than I already am, would you?
Well, of course not.
Look, you've got 12 different designs in these, Lily, in this little, and you get 3 sheets of each. It's a 36 sheet stash. Look at the wording on here. Look at the detail that we've put into this, the design element. This is brand new, and we're so excited to be launching all of this with you here at Crafters Tea. This is the world launch of the Shabby and Chic collection. And I think sometimes, do you know, words say a lot to Lily, really. Absolutely. On the front of cards. You can either use these on the front of the cards or on the insides of the cards, but they really are beautiful. And you know, you've got this, you know, some modern little trends with a rather, you know, vintagey, shabby chic kind of look, really. So mixing it up a little bit, really, to, you know, really have something a little bit different. Now, to go with this, we're going to show you some decoupage elements that you can really three-dimensionalise this as well, Lily, for sure. It is beautiful. Let's celebrate you. Well, there you go. Let's celebrate you. Why not?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the way it's got to be, hasn't it, really? I had my birthday. I didn't quite get the card.
Oh,
but never mind,
in the post.
you thought about it, and it's the thought that counts, Lily.
Absolutely,
So,
it's always the thought that counts.
I was touched that you thought about it.
Yes, always.
I got your message on my Facebook page. There you go.
Happy birthday, Keith. Have a lovely day.
I had a lovely day. I did have a lovely day. Thank you very much. It was very, very nice for those who. And thank you to everybody who did send me messages and stuff. It was really, really nice. But yes, you've got this. Now, as I say, you do get 3 of each, so we'll quickly whiz through the rest of them because you can see how much you get in this particular stash. It is beautiful, Lily, for sure. And there we go. So that's the first one of the toppers. Now, to go with that, we've got the sister product that's going to work with that. So I'll just put that one to one side. Let's bring in this one on here. And this one's got even more verses, probably more so than the actual sentiment. So, oh no, this is the, I've done it the wrong way around. You see, look, you see.
Already, 5 minutes in.
5 minutes in, and we're confused, but it's my age, you see. I'm a year older,
well,
and it's settling in now, you know. Yeah,
that's what it is. But the beauty is, if you get the full collection, you are getting everything, so you don't have to worry about the order.
You are going to get, that's right. We're going to get all the right products, but not necessarily in the right order. But there you go. But never mind. Look, happy birthday. It says it all, doesn't it, really? But again, look at the flowers and the detail in there. Now, really difficult for you to probably appreciate from your TV screen or from your tablet the actual detail within them. But when you actually get up close and personal with all of the detail in the sets. They are lovely. You've got that lovely Hessian kind of effect in the backgrounds as well. So really an awful lot of detail has been rammed into the design element of this, which is what, you know, creativity is all about, is really being able to bring in all the designs. And look, we've got the lovely little birds. Now don't forget, we're going to show you the decoupage bits that will work with this as well. So you can 3D that, you can dimensionalize that as well.
I'm thinking as well, you're getting multiples of each design. You could be snipping into these, perhaps changing the shape and size. Maybe you want to cut it maybe into 4, so you've got like 4 different tiles. Don't just think of it as a full image, think about snipping into these as well.
Absolutely, it's really, really craftable, Lily, for sure. And that's what it's all about. I mean, if you've got a heart die, using those heart dies on that little range there would be beautiful. Or again, just snipping out those butterflies and folding them out, really, really nice to be able to do all of those things there. Destination happiness, well, there you go. I've arrived here, that's my destination happiness. I can send that card to myself, couldn't I?
Certainly could.
And again, you know, lovely little florals included in the set with all the attention to detail. I'm going to show you some amazing samples that's been made by our design team, which obviously will then take you on the creative journey. Now, like I say, there are 36 sheets in the stash, there are 12 designs, and you get 3 of each. So we won't go through them all again because you've just seen the first 12, and I've just managed to pull that one out again in exactly the same spot. But another 36 sheets in there. So straight away there, Lily, you could make straight away 72 cards as a minimum, just by having those 2 little stash sets there.
From those 2, we've got loads more to come, and platinum price is £31.99.
£31.99. Yeah, if you do the maths, it is unbelievable. And we haven't finished yet, really, because look, in here we've got our lovely little sentiment stash on here. Now, these have not been die cut, but they are on there, and they're almost like little tablets in themselves, really. But the shapes are really easy for you to use your dies with, or for you to just fussy cut them out. We've given them enough what we call bleed around the outside edges, where you can fussy cut, you can trim them, or you can literally just cut them into the shapes as they are. But they are all die friendly. And then they've got things like the 3 little words, all my love, there at the bottom. Now again, you're getting 3 of each included in with these, but these are like little chalkboard sentiments, aren't they? Really, really pretty. And they will work fabulously with the toppers on there. So dream big. Ellie, you got any dreams, big dreams?
I'm living the dream every day.
You're living the dream. That's the right answer.
It's true. Corny, but it is true.
She's good.
I'm quick. This time in the morning, I'm quick.
Yes, well, dream big, and you've got to do really. You've got to have belief and think about where you want to go, and happiness. You know, it's all about bringing you a little bit of love and happiness into your life with this wonderful little collection. And these, again, all perfect for you to use with your dies, shapes that you can easily cut out, and they will add to the accents of working with those toppers, all those sentiment toppers as well, Lily, in there as well. Aren't they lovely? So again, we've gone through all of those as well. Now you get another 32 sheets, I think it is for this one. 32 sheets with this one. So that's the little sentiment one. Now, this is where we're going to go then. We're going to move that one out of the way. We're going to go to the decoupage set. And this works now with all of the toppers that I've just been showing you there, Ellie. So this is going to be perfect for you to fussy cut them out and work with them. So I mentioned about the little bird and the butterflies. You can see how all of those elements will work with the collection itself. It is fabulous, and it's all on uncoated, and this is on 170 GSM cardstock, so it's really good for fussy cutting around. So don't worry about if you think, it's going to hurt my fingers and I'm not that dexterous with it. It's really, honestly, we've done it on the best material, uncoated, so you can actually use colour with them if you wanted to, but easy for you to cut out and follow that way through. And you've got all of the elements, the flowers, the roses, the teapots, the saucers, the butterflies, the birds, all of the elements for working. You mentioned about the love hearts. You've got the love heart in here that you can 3D up and dimensionalize and do your shaping and bending. All those things are included in with this set as well, Lily. So brilliant to be able to work with. Look, we've got the little birds as well. Isn't that lovely? I mean, that in itself, you could use these on separate little cards.
Definitely, yeah. If you wanted it to go even further, then of course you could be using them separate. But building up those designs is going to give you that 3-dimensional effect that makes your cards really, really pop and stand out. And the fact that it's uncoated as well. Think about adding your other mediums. So maybe you've got some of your clear sparkle pens, maybe you've got your glitter glues, perhaps you've got some of our glossy highlights to give them that extra sort of finishing touch. I love the fact that you don't add the foils, you don't add the finishes. So if we want to add those, we can, but we don't have to. It gives us more options. But get some of your little precision scissors that we've got on the website from Crafter's Companion. Get yourself a craft knife and just sit down in front of the TV on an evening, get snipping out all these little bits of decoupage. That's sort of what I like to do. I'll spend an evening doing my cutting out, and the next day I'll be in my craft room making these into cards. cards, and you've got all those ready-made toppers.
Absolutely. And isn't it very therapeutic? Just sitting and trimming
love
and
fussy
cutting.
Yeah.
It is very, very therapeutic. If you haven't tried it, why not? Try it. It's really a very relaxing pastime. And then, of course, when you've got all of those elements, then putting it together, as you say, with the toppers afterwards is so easy to do.
Absolutely.
So again, Elliot, there's another little collection in there, and it comes with the header on, of course, which tells us that there is another 36 sheets in there. There are 6 designs and 6 of each in there, so plenty of room for you to decoupage. You could actually go six layers up if you wanted to do so, which is really significant. But to go with all of those elements, that's number 4. To go with the last one is the item number 5, and these are the 8" by 8" coordinating background cards to go with them as well. All in that lovely shabby chic kind of look as well, and beautiful, beautiful designs. Just look at that. Now again, it's on uncoated cardstock, so if you wanted to spend a bit of time doing a bit of colouring,
absolutely,
you could definitely do that for sure. And of course, here at Crafters TV, we've got all the colouring mediums on the website, haven't we?
Absolutely, all our spectrum of pens. I'm thinking bring out your tri-blends and maybe pick out some of those flowers just to add an extra pop of colour. Maybe you want this not to be quite so shabby and chic. Maybe you want it to be quite modern. Maybe bring out your red tones and colour in some of those red roses. Can totally transform the look of this. The fact that it's uncoated just gives you so many options with your crafting. Whichever direction you go with this, you're going to get a stunning result every single time. That quality, we know the quality from Keith and Paper Dienamics. It's the same with every single collection that they bring us. The designs are absolutely beautiful, and the fact that it's 8 by 8, it's giving you lots of different options. If you like your larger cards, then this is going to be great, but of course you can trim it down. For your 6 by 6s, your 5 by 5s, your 5 by 7s, it's going to work an absolute treat. Even bring these into your memory books, your scrapbooking, your home decor. Look at the colours in there though, absolutely beautiful.
They're stunning out there, and there are 12 different designs in here, Lily, so you get 12 different designs and 3 sheets of each to go with it as well. So again, wonderful, wonderful designs. So you've got the cream, the blue, and the pink, of course, which will work with all of these things. So yeah, this is absolutely, you get all of this. That adds up to about 180 pieces included in this set. Just look at that one. Isn't that just stunning? Fantastic artwork design in there for you as well to be able to work with, and this will mat and layer with all of the elements that we've just shown you on the side there. So let's put it all together for us, Lily. You've got 36 of each of all of these sets included in with this, and so there's the 8" by 8" papers. There's the 8 by 8" papers. That's what part. Well, part number 5, I'd like to say, but that's part number 5. Then we've got, of course, the decoupage elements in front of that. Then, of course, we can then go to the extra tags and sentiments down on the front. Then we can, of course, go to the toppers, which I got it the wrong way around, but there's our little toppers. And, of course, there's our little sentiments bin as well. So you're going to get 36, 36, 36, 36, 36. All of that, 180. 180! Look at the price.
I can't believe it. I honestly cannot believe you're getting that much. Platinum, $31.99, or if you're in the US, $46.40. For all of that, think of all the elements you've got in there, not just even the sheets. I mean, you jam pack all those sheets. Think of that decoupage sheet. No space is left unfilled. So much within that collection. Everything coordinating absolutely beautifully. That is your shabby and chic 180 piece collection. Not easy to say, thank you Keith for that name.
Bit of a tongue twister today on a Tuesday for sure, but a little bit of a tongue twister, but it's a lovely collection. And shall I just show some samples?
Oh gosh,
Let's just do that really, because it's all right looking at things on a little bit of paper, but what about, let me just grab my little tray over here, what about a few little bits that we're going to show you now. So
this is what will bring the collection to life.
This is what's going to bring it together.
Oh wow, look at that. Oh goodness, think of all your concept cards. Don't just think about sort of your standard fold cards. Bring in your twisted easel. Doesn't that look stunning? Using some of your nesting dies as well, bringing in other elements in your stash. Wow, that is a mantelpiece pleaser, let's be honest.
It is a mantelpiece pleaser for sure.
Stunning.
And there's loads of those as well, Lily, for sure. Here's another one again where we've shaped the front of the card. Of course, you can go on whatever creative journey you want to be able to do so. Again, just adding in all of those different elements. Beautiful, beautiful cards. There's our little love heart with all of the embellishments around there for sure. You could go plain and simple, and we're going to show you the silver card in a minute or two, but you could go a little bit plain and simple there there with them if you wanted to do so. So you can really just play around with wherever you want to go and whatever. So for instance, that's my kind of level really, because it's plain and simple, a little bit like
but there's nothing plain about it though. It might be simple to put together, but it certainly doesn't look plain. When you've got all the detail in the toppers, all the work's already been done for you. So if you do just mat and layer those toppers up, you're still going to get amazing creation like all of these cards are. But oh my goodness, look at this one. Now this is a proper showstopper.
This is a showstopper.
Good grief,
really.
wow.
Yeah, I mean, look how all of this goes together as well. So you've got that double element feed on there for us as well. I'm not quite sure if I've got this together in the right way, or if indeed I might even have got two stuck together.
Quite possibly.
I think that's probably...
That might be the problem.
Come on now, it's been a long day for me. I mean, my alarm went off at 4:30. It's a long way to come up here. My alarm went off at 4:30 this morning.
Dear.
There you go. Yeah, my wife doesn't know the two 4:30 on the same day. But there's two 4:30 on the same day, honestly, there is. But there we go. So yeah, see, I was so enthralled there, I didn't realise that this one had got caught up on it really, and there we go, and you can see how we got the little pop-up card. And if you're upset,
it's a bit tight. Other way, I think.
I'll let the expert.
That's what I'm here for.
There
we go. Doesn't it stand beautifully? Something a bit different though. I like that card fold.
It is, nice. And the card fold we're going to show you in a minute or two. That is on the show.
It's like it was planned, wasn't it? Wow.
And there we go. Again, look, there we got the lovely little the bird element in there, but all decoupaged up, all giving that three-dimensional. And of course, if you like those things where the touchy-feely, maybe a little bit of visual impaired, that touchy-feely kind of effect really is important for so many of the viewers out there. We've got loads, honestly, Ellie. Lily, I called you Ellie. Where did Ellie come from?
You did. I thought, I won't mention it. I'll just let that one slide.
Just skirt over it, just say Smithy. Hey,
Smithy, pack it in. It's Lily.
I'm good with faces, not always so good with names. You can ask the current Mrs. Smith about that one, really. It's an easy mistake to have. It's an easy mistake to make. But again, look at the detail if you can get. Now, this is with the 8x8 backgrounds, and how beautiful has that die cut all been die cut into to give us that detail in there. So you've got a lot of crafting abilities to be able to work with this collection, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you can be using it in its entirety, just as quite simple, quick cards, but if you do have all your other dies, you do have all your crafty stash that you want to bring in and mix and match, you can get really quite elaborate makes. Oh, isn't that lovely?
And then look, isn't that lovely there with
the
lollipop
sticks, isn't
lollipop sticks?
Wow,
yeah, all
how
with little lollipop sticks. So again, dimensional crafting, but something a little bit different there for you to be able to think about how these little toppers, how these embellishments will all work with it being able to create something a little bit unusual.
Brilliant. What a fabulous collection. That is your Shabby and Chic 180 piece collection, platinum $31.99 or $46.40. But of course that's not all that Keith brought us. He's brought us so many goodies today, and we do have another collection for you to have a little look at to tickle your fancy, I think. But of course, if you are liking the look of this collection, you might want to be getting all three separate collections that we are bringing you today. So next up, we've got the Shabby and Chic 120 piece gold and silver metallic mats collection. A little bit of a mouthful, but you're getting tons within this for a platinum price of $20.79, or if you're in the US, it's $29.99. What are we getting in this one?
Well, this is a crafter's favourite, Lily, for sure, because this gets us the three main sizes that will work for most of our crafting needs. We're going to get 6 inches by 6 inches, we're going to get 7 inches by 7 inches, and we're going to get 8 inches by 8 inches.
Perfect.
Now, the 6 inch by 6 gives you 22 sheets of each. You get 22 sheets in the satin gold and 22 sheets in the bright silver to go with them. These have been cut to 150 millimeters square, which is approximately 6 inches. And that means then that they'll sit perfectly with those toppers and those sentiments, because they're already cut for size. You've around about 2 millimeters as a trim around the edges for those. So we didn't actually add the foil to the toppers element because we wanted for you to be able to use these however you want to do so. But these will work beautifully embossed. You can use them into your die cut, and of course you can stamp onto these with your stays on inks as well. So that's really good. Now that's just the 6 inch by 6 inch, but again, look at the volume of what you get in there. You've got 22 sheets of each in the gold and in the silver look as well. That's only part 1 of 3. Let's go to part number 2. Let's go up to the 7 inch by 7 inch, and this one we're going to give you 20 sheets of each, so 40 sheets in total. Again, same concept, bright silver, satin gold, works perfectly with the Shabby and Chic collection, but not only that, it will work perfectly with anything you've got in your craft room.
Yeah, definitely.
All of the stuff that we supply here from Crafters TV.
I mean, you always need your gold and silver. It works with everything. Christmas is going to be an absolute winner, but beautiful quality. What GSM are we talking with this?
It's 260 GSM up to 300 GSM, so you've got two different weights in there, but beautiful to be able to work with that. And again, just look at that satin gold finish that you get. But now we've got, that's the 7" by 7". Now let's go large,
super
shall
size.
we?
Shall we go
let's go
size?
super large size. This is the 8" by 8" or 200mm by 200mm, and again, beautiful to be able to go with that. And you've got 18 sheets of each of these, so 18 in the gold, 18 in the silver. Now, I'm led to believe that you might be able to order these as an individual on the website, but why would you want to? Because all three of them come in a bundle at an amazing price where you're getting all of those. So 36 sheets of the 8" by 8", 40 sheets of the 7" by 7", and 44 sheets of the 6 by 6 Ellie.
Wow.
Lily. I keep calling it Ellie, don't I?
Yes, it's Lily.
It's Lily. It's Lily.
Get it written in a post-it note. Just have it under the...
I'll write it on the back of my hand for the next show.
Unfortunately, I'm not here for the next show, so...
Are you not?
Yeah. Joey's... The professionals are coming in for the next two, don't worry.
Oh.
Yeah, we've got Joe for the 2 o'clock and the 6 o'clock.
Well, I don't care if you're Lily or Ellie or who you are, but you're doing a great job.
Thank you very much.
Do you know, this was a real nice surprise for me when I saw you there, thinking...
That's not Joe. Joe's changed a little bit.
But brilliant. And, well... Do you know, we had a little conversation last time I was here, didn't we?
Certainly
and
did,
you said, well, you've come over into the studio environment, and now look at you.
I know.
It's amazing. That's fantastic.
Only my second time presenting, but it's brilliant to be here with the third parties.
Do you know, it's my pleasure to be working with you, and
thank you.
It's really, really good fun. Look, there's the
look
mats,
at all
the
of
metallic
that.
mats. Look at all of that.
Look at that stash. Good grief. Saving over 20% to get the bundle. Just a little bit over 20 quid for all that. I mean, that's heavy. Think how much that would cost to post out. Like,
It'll cost a little bit of a brick. There you go. It will definitely take a little bit to post that out. But of course, you'll get all of this all ready to go. It's already in the warehouse. It's ready for dispatch. You order it today, it'll be on its way.
Absolutely.
Pretty pronto.
Definitely.
Right, shall I show you more?
Shall we?
There's more.
Gosh, as if there's not enough already. But we've got even more coming from this fabulous new collection. Oh, we've got the A4. So this is the metallic gold and silver A4 card collection. Platinum price just $11.19, or if you're in the US, it's $15.99. Look at
this
the shine
is a
on
must-have, Lily.
Absolutely.
A must-have, because this is going to give you the bright gold, and you're going to get 10 sheets of this. 10 sheets of the bright gold. This is great for all of your crafting needs. 10 sheets of the bright gold. I'm going to whiz through this because we've got something else to come to. We're going to give you 10 sheets of the satin gold. So maybe if the big bundle of the 8 by 8, 7 by 7, 6 by 6 is too much for you, and you want to work on just having a token gesture, 10 sheets, but these are A4 in sheet size, but 10 sheets of the satin to go with them as well. Look at the contrast difference between the two. You can see the bright gold and the satin gold with the studio lights on there as well.
So
fabulous
shiny.
for matting and layering with together, and again for your die cutting and embossing. But then, Lily, what we're going to do is we're going to give you the bright silver in to make this a wonderful trio. But the best bit is to say, you've got the bright silver, you can buy that.
Yep.
You can have the satin gold, and you can buy that.
Yep.
But do you know what we're going to do? We're going to give you that one for free.
No way.
For free? For free!
Good
so it's buy two and get one for free. That is a deal of the day. You've got to have it. It's definitely worthwhile having it. This has got to go in your baskets. And look at the price on the screen. It's not a purse buster. It's a muster.
There you go. It's not a purse buster, it's a muster, but that is absolutely core cardstock that you're going to be using time and time again. Doesn't matter if you're going to be using it with some of Keith's other products. Perhaps you've got some of our dyes that we bring you here at Crafters Companion. That is your core cardstock that you use time and time again. You don't need an awful lot of it in your projects, just elevates it a little bit. But to get the gold in the 2 different finishes and the silver for a platinum price of $11.19 or $15.99, absolute must have. An A4 size as well, nice large size sheet, so it's going to take sort of lots of different card shapes and sizes as well. Absolutely fabulous. Love that. Absolute essential.
That's definitely I want to have, Lily, for sure. But
certainly doesn't stop there. Doesn't stop there. We have got something that we've got back by popular demand. You guys loved this when we brought it. We said, can we bring it back? Can we bring it back? We said, absolutely, we will bring this back. Amazing collection here for £26 or at $39 or $38.39 if you're in the US. 80 sheets you get in here. This is your metallics. Wow.
This is
that
metallic.
colour.
Yeah, isn't
Right
that lovely rose metallic ink colour on there as well. Now what we've done with this, Lily, this is a white cardstock, a beautiful white cardstock, as you can see down on there, and we've colour washed this in the factory with a metallic ink. Yes, you heard it, a metallic ink, hence the name Metallics, because you can't buy this anywhere else. We've manufactured this in our little factory down there in Halifax in West Yorkshire. Not for those of you in Nova Scotia, it's not there. It's in Halifax in West
Yorkshire.
Good old Yorkshire. But look how beautiful and soft and silky it is.
Gosh.
It's a 300 GSM board, but look how beautiful it is. Now, we say it's 300 GSM. Don't let that put you off, because I'm going to show you some cards that have been made using the most intricate of dies.
Wow.
This will die cut beautifully without any hesitation or trouble whatsoever.
It's one of those, you just want to touch it. The quality, you can, I know it sounds daft, proper cliche, but you can feel the quality. But that colour, oh my goodness. Wow, I have to say I've not seen a cardstock like that before, with it being metallic ink. Something a little bit different, isn't it?
That's right, and it's that factor, it's got that metallic ink factor, Lily, is what's so unique about it, and the fact that we've got a range of colours that are all going to work with each other, but more importantly, they sit perfectly with the Shabby and Chic range, and that's why we brought this in today, is to be able to show you all of the Shabby and the Chic as well. Look at that one there. You know, fabulous in terms of the quality and the look at it. I'm going to show you some samples being made in a moment too. We'll quickly whiz through them because we've got that one there in the, well, it's almost like a blue silver, isn't it? A bluey grey, but then you have got the blue effect here as well. So look at this one. We're calling
that one, so the first one is rose, the second one we're calling soft lilac, this one we're calling Arctic blue, and you can get them all individual, or the best saving, of course, saving over 20% is a bundle of all 80 sheets. So that is our Arctic blue.
Yep,
next we come to our silver.
The silver,
yeah, stunning.
Just lovely.
Absolutely
now
gorgeous.
this will coordinate and contrast with those previous ones that we showed you there, with the bright gold, bright silver. It will work perfectly with that. So for all of your matting and layering, for all of you, and of course this is really stamping friendly as well.
Wow,
which is really fabulous. So again, we'll show you one or two little samples there on with that, and then we're going to go to this one. This is the bronze. Isn't that just beautiful?
Beautiful. Look at that colour. So rich, isn't it? But isn't that effect just amazing? Of course, like Keith was saying, mix and match with your other metallic card for real touch of opulence to all your makes. But wow, 10 sheets of that one as well included. Just stunning. And our next colour is copper.
There we go. There we go. This is the copper. I'll just divide it on there. It's just got to, I think there's the copper that's going to go with that one as well.
Wow.
And again, I think this is, you can't buy these colours. I mean, that's the thing, is that we've manufactured this and you just can't buy this. But when we put them all together in a moment or two, you'll see why this is a crafter's must-have, because these colours all sit perfectly with each other. You can mix and match, you can die cut, you can emboss, you can stamp. It'll do everything that you want it to be able to do. And of course, it will work with the Shabby Chic collection like amazingly well, for sure. And we'll show you a couple more samples maybe that. And then we've got the gold in here as well, Lily, as well. So this is the gold, and again, a different contrast of gold to the bright gold and the satin gold. We'll show you that in a minute or two against how that actually sits with that. And of course, you know, there are different shades of gold. There's 24 karat gold, there's 18 karat gold. Well, there might even be more different ones in between that as well.
But it's important to get the right shade of gold. I know it probably sounds a little bit daft, but because there is so many different shades of gold will work with different colours. So that's why you need all your different sorts of gold cardstock. I love that colour. I think it's so stylish.
It's beautiful.
Absolutely
very
beautiful.
Luxurious,
definitely.
For sure.
Oh yes.
Really, really luxurious. And then finally
this is our golden bronze.
The golden bronze. There's golden and there's bronze in their hills, and this is it.
And this is both.
Of course, this sits. You know, it's a bronze colour, but it's a golden bronze. It's a lovely bronze. So, you know, if you need to make your simulated gold, silver and bronze medals, then this is the collection for you. You know, you want to be able to make those simulated medals, or maybe you want to do your own craft awards and create the gold and silvers and the bronzes. There you go. It will all work. Shall we put them all together, Lily? Because this is all of it. It is a real brick. Look, you can see on there, all 80 sheets. It is a real wonderful brick of what you're going to get. Look, I'll snap it out. Oh, look at that. It is, honestly, the weight of that is stunning. It's 300 GSM quality, but this is the best bit. When I do this and I fan it all out, look at all of those colours and the way that they all work with each other. Now, of course, you can mix and match to your Crafters Content. You can really play around with all of those. You can buy them individually, but why would you want to when you could have all of them for that amazing price on your screen?
Wow, $26.39 in platinum or $38.39. 80 sheets, 300 GSM card, all of those 8 different colours. Of course, you can get them individually. Perhaps you want to get the main bundle and then get a few extra individuals of your favourite colours, but definitely pop that in your baskets and get your baskets checked out. We've got a little VT to show you while you get your baskets checked out, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
The one that was really funny, Ben. You didn't.
It was better than your I'm a gnome and I live in a caravan.
I'm a gnome and I live in a caravan.
Can we clip that? We'll do it. Everybody's gone surfing, surfing USA.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Favourite core product at Crafters Companion that I use day in and day out on Crafters TV, of course, has got to be the Gemini Junior. I absolutely love my Gemini Junior. I'm going to say 95% of the die cutting that I do is going to fit on an A5 platform. Therefore, it's going to fit within my Gemini Junior. I always have it at the side of my crafty desk at home. Where possible, I always have it at the side of me on Crafters TV. Whether I am going to be doing the die cutting, whether I am going to be doing our embossing with folders and stencils, all of which are going to fit on the Junior. I love the size of it. I love that it gives me a little bit more space, but I love the fact it takes nothing away from the A4 Gemini. It's exactly the same. It holds the exact amount of pressure. You can do the same with the pause and the reverse function. I will forever be grateful to Leanne for bringing out the Gemini Junior. It is the one I love, I adore, I will use day in and day out, and you know what? I'm going to constantly use it day in and day out because I love it that much.
If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are. Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get social with us. Whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, on your TV or tablet, you can get so close to the action, it's like you're in the studio with us. You can ask questions about products or crafty techniques. Get hints and tips from our expert demonstrators. Plus, share pictures of your crafty makes with our amazing community. Crafters TV, getting you closer to the crafty action.
Hello and welcome back to Crafters TV. I hope you've all checked out your baskets and grabbed exactly what you've wanted from this show. We've got so much to offer you. We've got all the lovely new goodies from Crafters Companion that Debbie was showing us, and now we've got the amazing goodies that Keith has brought us from Paper Dienamics. We saw the Metallinks cardstock we were just taking a look at before that break, but Keith would just like to show you a few samples just to sort of whet your crafty appetite and see exactly what you can do with this amazing cardstock.
Yeah, it is all about being able to be creative, Lily. Look, and again, can you see that when it's been stamped on? It is actually the lovely bronze there that's got the over stamping on there as well, and also on the flowers as well. So you can add those secondary processes, but look how it matte and layers up as well, the colours, how they all sit with each other. Isn't that just beautiful?
Absolutely
just put that one to one side. Here's one where we've added a little bit of the hot foil sentiments again into the centre there, but look how the die cutters work on the edges of that one. Isn't that just beautiful? So again, how the colours will work with each other. They've got gold and bronze, the bronze all work perfectly with each other. And again, look, this is one of a dies where we've actually done the foiling on the edges. So if you've got one of the Crafter's Companion foiling machines, again, you can apply that foil to the application. And then look in the background, look how that's embossed as well.
Goodness.
No cracking on there whatsoever. It really is the card making stock that's going to give you so much to be able to play with. Again, look how that one's worked. And again, we've used the embossing down on here, the embossing powders, and over stamped down on the bottom with that butterfly. Again, how those beautiful colours of the bronze and the those colours work together stunningly well. Of course, you can then apply it to use the colours with the paper graph toppers. That's the collection that we did not so long ago that we brought into there as well. You can use it just on its own, and I know this is one of our DT members called Suzanne, and she's an amazing crafter. And Suzanne's got a little bit of a trait really, because less is more. But look at the quality of that. So it's white cardstock that's been embossed, and then using the metallics as the backgrounds all the way through there. So again, really bringing that out. So sometimes, do you know what? You just don't need to go over the top. But that looks really expensive and classy. And of course, you can make and sell with all of our products, Lily, for sure.
Yeah.
So again, here's another one there where we've embossed with it, we've die cut with it, we've cut out the flowers with that as well. It really is a range. The metallics is something that we're so proud of because we've invented it, we've created it. It's all about the quality and the fact that it gives you so much of being able to do. For those of you who've not seen my little ribbling machine, just to show that it doesn't crack when you actually put it through your embossing folders or your ribbling. This is a ribbling machine. If it won't crack with this, then you won't find it won't crack with any of those. And again, I've done that in the gold and in the copper just to show you how you can get those wonderful effects. And then look at this. Look at the die cut.
Look at the detail in that die. You would not think that a 300 GSM metallic cardstock would allow you to cut with such detail, but good grief, that is absolutely amazing. A perfect, crisp, clean cut.
That's right, and that's what I was saying right at the start of the when we headlined the product there, is to show you that we mentioned it's 300 GSM, but don't let that put you off, because this is what you can achieve with that cardstock. It is stunning to be able to work with. And then let's just bring that into now to show you how that would then work with our lovely Shabby and Chic. This is the blue down there as well. Again, look how that's worked with the toppers and the sentiments and the decoupage parts in the Shabby and Chic collection. So again, the blue sits with it perfectly well. Here's another one which I think really does really epitomise where we want to go with that. How the colours all blend and match with each other. Isn't that stunning?
And then again, you can see how well it embosses. To get a cardstock like that doesn't crack or crease when you emboss, absolutely incredible. Just testament to the quality of that card, just amazing.
Absolutely, Lily. And again, we've got all of the 3D elements down on here. This is what we're talking about being able to decoupage and really take this on a creative journey. It really is beautiful. And of course, we then use the gold metallics as the backdrop to those toppers on there as well. And one more for you, which is basically bringing in the bright gold cardstock and showing you how that works with the range as well. So you can see how all of the elements that we brought for you today on today's show, you can put them all in your basket. Absolutely. And you know that they're all going to work, Lily.
Definitely. That's the beauty of getting collections like this. Everything's been designed to work together. But that is our Metallics assorted A4 card collection. 300 GSM at 80 sheets for platinum, just $26.39. In the US, it's $38.39. But one final little thing we want to show, and this is an absolute essential. If you're making cards.
Can you tell what it is yet?
No.
No, what's in the box, Smithy? What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Well, look, what do? We make cards.
We
it's
do.
all about making, wonderful cards. And in here, we have got a wonderful range of 36 different cards. But even more than that, feel the quality of these, Lily.
Oh, wow.
This is unbelievable quality cardstock. Now, these are 8" by 8". You get 9 of them. And the quality of that is stunning, isn't it? Straight away,
You know that when you pop all your heavy embellishments, all your decoupage onto there, it's not going to fall over. You're going to get that lovely finished result, uncoated as well. So I'm thinking stamp onto that, ink it, die cut it, emboss it. Wow, an 8x8 as well, a really useful size.
8x8, and then to go
with not just 8x8.
8x8, we're going to get the 7x7. We're going to get 9 of those to go with it as well. Now, do you remember we showed you the pack of the metallics, of the metallic squares?
Yep.
We did 8x8, 6x6,
we did
7x7. Well, you got 2 out of the 3 in there, and as Meatloaf once said, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. However, you do get the A5 ones included. So that's bigger than the 6x6, but the 6x6 will work perfectly with that, and that's the A5, so roughly 6.5 by 8.5 inches, and you get 9 of those as well, Lily, included. So 9, 18, 27. What else do we need? Well, we need then a fancy folding card, and here we have got the fancy folding card, and this is what it looks like when it's been decorated.
Wow, isn't that something a little bit different, but it just really elevates those toppers and the elements that you've got within that collection. Or of course you can be using this with anything in your crafty stash. What a lovely fun fold that is, but having it in the card pack, you don't need to worry about scoring, about measuring and cutting. Everything's already been done for you. It literally is just a case of reinforcing those score lines that have already been put into that card base and just folding it up, and you can get an amazing concept card really quite easily. I mean, Keith has literally just pulled one out of the box and just folded that up, but doesn't that look incredible? But just a quick little note, do add this to your baskets, but we are having a few little gremlins on the website. It's currently under maintenance. We will keep you updated, but do just keep trying to check out your baskets. As soon as it's fully sorted, we will let you know, so do just keep trying.
So, Lily, just to recap then, we're going to get 9 of the fold-up cards.
Yep.
There's 9 of those in there. We're going to give you 9 of the A5 cards. We're going to give you 9 of the 7x7 cards and 9 of the 8x8 cards. 9, 18, 27, 36 cards, Ellie, in that bundle.
Lily.
Wow, wow, wow. But to go with that, you need to have 36 envelopes.
Of course you do.
Of course you do. It's not going to having the cards without having the envelopes. So we've got the quality envelopes that have come with these as well. You're going to get 18 in the A5 size, because that goes with the pop-up and the A5. You're going to get 9 in the 7-inch by 7-inch side, so we're up to 27, and then the birth of these, the lovely huge 8-inch by 8-inch ones as well, which are really quite hard to get hold of. You get them as well, so another 9 of those. So Smithy giving you 36 cards and 36 envelopes. I'm so generous, it's untrue.
It certainly are. For just $13.59 in platinum, or if you're over in the States, it's $15.99. All of those, so much variety. And quite often, what we have in our sort of when you buy card bags, they're all the same shape, they're all the same size. But to get that variety in there, a great sample pack if you are a newbie to crafting, to try out all your different card shapes and sizes. But we're going to have a demo, I think, in a moment.
Let's go. I'm going to go and do my sprint bit
he's off
across the studio.
He's off to do a demo. But in the meantime, that is your 250 GSM card and envelope pack that we've just had a little look at. But I'm interested to see what Keith's going to be playing with. But a little few comments that we've got in. We've got Celia is joining us, Heather is, Audrey, Lynette. Audrey's ordered her craft box. How exciting. If you've not got that craft kit, you will see a little bit more of that at 6 o'clock tonight with our lovely Debbie, and of course at 2 o'clock UK time. We do also have our fabulous craft along on our Sarah signature Frosty and Bright. Just a little recap on some of the bits that Keith's just been showing us. Our Shabby and Chic 180 piece collection was that first item that we took you through, that's got the 5 different components making up that 180 piece collection. That is coming in at platinum for just $31.99, or over in the States that's $46.40. And don't forget, you're getting your paper pads, your toppers, your decoupage, your sentiment stash, so much in there. But with it being that same collection, everything is matched perfectly to all work together absolutely beautifully. We did also bring you some essential cardstock that Keith brought us from Paper Dienamics today. We've got our Shabby and Chic 120 piece gold and silver metallic mats collection. Don't forget, that's your 6x6, your 7x7 and your 8x8 mats in both your sort of satin gold and your bright silver. That's coming in for platinum price at $20.79 or $29.99. Super useful for use with all your Shabby and Chic toppers that you've got in there, but for anything in your crafty stash that's going to need that mat and layer, then that's going to be absolutely perfect. We've also got this sort of concept in A4 size. So you've got your silver, you've got your bright gold, and you've got more of your satin gold within this particular collection. All A4, $11.19 in platinum in the UK, or if you're over in the States, it's $15.99 for all of that essential A4 card. Great for use with that collection, but also with any of your other collections that you've already got in your crafty stash. I'm thinking great for all your Christmas makes if you just want a slight drop shadow or mats and layers of your metallic to give it that little touch of opulence, to elevate it a little bit, then that's going to be a perfect one to go for. But are we ready? Is Keith ready? I'm looking over, the glasses have gone on, it's gone serious. Are we ready for a demo, Keith? Over to Keith. Ready for a demo? Ready or not, we're going over to Keith and we're going to see
whether we're coming, ready or not.
Ready or not.
We're coming, we're ready or not. If we're ready, we're ready. If we're not, we're not. Hopefully we're a bit ready, so we're going to go. Let's start with these 8x8 cards, which we've just shown you there. The quality of these, fantastic, honestly. It's not often I get too excited about a piece of card. You know what I'm like. I don't get excited about cardstock at all. But these I would get excited about because the quality of these is stunning. And of course, it scores really, really well as well. So if you want to put your extra scores in there, you're not going to get any of the cracking down on the materials. It is perfectly going to score for you. So you can make yourself your different shape of cards if you wanted to do so. We can play around with them however we want to be able to do that. But today we're going to be able to make something a little bit different, and let's have a play with all of them. Now, let's bring in the metallics, and I know Lily liked the lovely rose colour as well, and I would agree with it. It's absolutely stunning. And what we're going to do with that is we're going to use it as our base drop down on the bottom here. So we're going to bring into play a number of the items on the show and give you the excuse as to why you need to tell your partner in your life, we need to have this in our craft room because it's good stuff.
More than good, it's absolutely corking, I would say.
Yeah,
and that colour is stunning.
If I don't blow my own trumpet, nobody's going to blow it for me, but it really is fabulous to be able to work with and give you the ability to make stunning cards, which of course, as I mentioned a few minutes ago, you can make and sell. So now we've got our metallics down as our base mat. Let's now bring in one of those shabby and chic backgrounds, and this one is beautiful. Again, with that lovely vintage kind of look on there. We've got the old writing in the background as well. So the detail in these, I've looked at this now probably over 100 different times, and I keep spotting different things that are in the artworks that I think, oh, I didn't realise that was there. And it's one of those little collections where there's a lot of detail gone in from our designers to be able to put this together and for it all to work. And sometimes it's those little details, like the little script in the background, the little postage stamp kind of over stamped little marks on there as well, because this is all about a little bit of love letters. Of course, you can use it whichever way around you want. It's a non-directional pattern, so you can use it upways or sideways or backways, whichever way you want to be able to do. That's going to sit nicely down on the centre of our 8x8 card onto there. Now, next, what else do we need? Let's do the same now, if we like, on the front of the card as well. So we're going to bring again back into play that lovely little rose gold on the front of the card of the metallics. So that's going to decorate the front. So this is going to be a little pop of a bit of an easel pop-up kind of card, but just to show you the different kind of effects of what you can do. If you wanted to just do, a normal fold card, you can do all of those, and we've got loads of samples that we still haven't shown you yet, but we've shown you a few, but there's even more to go out. And again, you can see how wonderful that sits there with that on the front. You can see how this is coming together really, really nicely now for you. We've not had a lot, it's that hot off the machines and the presses, this one, Lily, that our design team have not had a humongous amount of time to be able to work with this collection, to be fair. But when I went and collected the samples from them yesterday, they were all saying what a wonderful range that this is, and how craftable and how easy it is to be able to work with as well. So that one's going to go nicely down on to the front there. And you can see now straight away how it's beginning to come together and coordinate really, really nicely together. We're going to put down on the front here, we're going to take in another little bit to go down on the front here, and that one's, we've cut that down again. We've taken one of the 8x8 sheets, just created ourselves a lovely little bit of a shape here to be able to work with that one, and that one's going to go nicely down on to the front element down on there.
But how well does those metallics card match with the papers that you've got within that collection? It really just make those flowers pop. That it's just a thin little matte and layer of your metallics card. It just makes those flowers really stand out from that design. It just frames it absolutely beautifully. So everything on today's show working together perfectly to give you beautiful creations, whether they are on cards like Keith's showing, but I'm thinking as well home decor, presents, gift boxes, scrapbook pages would be absolutely ideal for this range as well. I mean, flowers are timeless after all, and I think when you've got such beautiful colour tones, you're going to want to display those in your homes as well as just on your handmade cards.
That's lovely, isn't it, really?
Beautiful.
Now, let's just put that to one side, Lily, for a moment, because let's bring in now another piece of the square of the metallics, again, all in the coordinating rows. And what we have done, and you mentioned this right at the top of the show, Lily, what about getting your dies out and die cutting into them? That's what this is about. It's for you to be able to die cut with them and be able to get the elements out that you like. There's the bit that's come out the middle, so you can see how wonderful that has cut out and given us a fabulous different effect on there for you. So again, we can now get that, not only we got the little frame, but we've got the aperture through there as well that we can do so much with. It's just about having creative fun that you can, and I love it. I just think it's great. And as I say, this is a brand new collection. You're the first guys to see it on planet Earth.
Wow.
Here at Crafters TV, and we're so excited to bring the Shabby and Chic range to you.
So brilliant. And I love the fact that you've cut that middle section out of that topper. So basically you've got a 2-for-1, so you're making that collection go even further. You've got that outer frame and you've got that sort of inner frame, that matten layer that you could be using on another project. So it makes the value even better. I mean, you're getting 180 pieces in that collection as it is for $31.99 in platinum or $46.40. But you can see how far that collection is going to go. It's absolutely incredible. And of course, like Keith said, you can make to sell. So it's going to give you, even more options and even more craftability when you are coming to sell your makes and you're looking to make your collection go that little bit further. This range is going to be perfect for that, but still absolutely stunning makes. You're not scrimping on the quality, you're not scrimping on the design, you're just getting tons of beautiful product for a really, really good price. And that's sort of kind of Keith's ethos really when it comes to Paper Dienamics. It's that quality, that gorgeous design, but for a really affordable price point, which I think is something that we all look for as crafters.
We certainly do, Lily, for sure. And you can see now again how the metallics is designed for you to matte and layer with, for you to be able to get this. We've got some 3D foam pads behind on there, so we're giving it that little rise of how the elements are going to come up to really, really make it a fabulous to be able to work this up. But there we go. This is now fabulous how that's going to sit into there as well. That's into the front there. Now, what we also need is we mentioned we're going to show you a little bit more of this later on this afternoon, but these are the elements which have been put into the collection where we've fussy cut these out, Lily, for sure, out of the range. And these are then designed for you to see how they're going to sit on there and give you that dimensional crafting that we all love to do. So this one is going to go fabulous over the top there. And as I say, you don't have to be cut out perfectly, you don't need to worry too much. There's got a nice little contour bleed around them that allows us to be able to bring these up and give these such a wonderful definition. And we all love that. I know when you get cards, two things that you do when you get a card. One is you see if there's any money in it.
Well, yeah.
And then secondly, you have a fear of the quality, don't you? How's this been made? How does that work? What is it? We do that, all of us, we all do that, the thing. If you turn it over, see if anybody's left a price on the back, and there'll be no prices on the back of these, because these, don't forget, are handmade by your good selves. And again, look, and the idea with decoupage is to bring things to the foreground. So as I'm bringing my hand up to you there, you see, it's all about bringing things to the foreground. And decoupage is all about that, making it dimensional. Of course, you can shape it as well. You can give it a little bit of a curl. The quality of the materials will allow you to bend it, shape it. If you wanted to distress the edges, you can get your inks out and things, but it's all receptive to how you want to be able to work. And look how beautiful that then sits on there. And we've even got a cylinder-shaped kind of cup of tea. Who would have thought it, for sure. Then you also get things like the little bows, simulated bows. You could probably put a proper bow on if you wanted to, but why would you want to do that when you've actually got the simulated bows included in the set? Just a little bit of 3D foam pads behind there will do the job for you for sure, and that one's going to go perfectly down on the bottom there. So that's our lovely little bow down on the bottom there. We could have actually put it up in here as well, Keith, but never mind. In fact, it does need to go up there. I'm going to take that off because it should have gone up there. That's where it should have gone. It should have gone there, Keith. It should have gone there. It's gone there now. Because then we've got on here, we've got this little game which we call Love All My. We can do a lot, or we can do Love My All. That would be quite a good one, really. Or All My Love. I think maybe that's how it should go, really.
Yeah.
The good thing. You could play a little bit of Scrabble with this collection as well, really, if you wanted to do so.
Those your own
all about having a little bit of fun. Oh, you've got to laugh, haven't you, really? Come on, if we hope we're bringing a smile to your face today on this lovely Tuesday from Crafters TV. We hope you're enjoying the day so far. I know one or two people having a bit of an issue on the website.
Yeah, absolutely. I know you guys, some of you guys have got in touch with us and said that you are still having problems checking out your baskets. Do just bear with us, keep trying. We are sort of fixing the website at the moment. It's currently under maintenance, but do just keep trying. We will keep you updated as to when that issue has sort of been solved, but do just keep trying. Bear with us. We are really sorry that we've got a few gremlins today. We're sorting them out. We are sorting those gremlins out, and we'll get them sorted as soon as possible.
Yeah, just please, don't give up on us, baby.
Absolutely.
We'll be there. We've got the man. He's climbed inside the computer. Well, he's in the server room. He's in the server room. It's a big room with lots. I mean, you got to imagine we have big computers to bring you all of this technology from Crafters TV. So we've got to have a big room to be able to do that. And of course, he's climbed inside, and somebody shut the door. He's in there saying, "Let me out!" But he's trying to fix the problem for you, and I'm sure we will do. So bear with us. If you're trying to order it, well done you. Don't give up on us, baby. Please keep trying, and we'll get there in the end. Now, as you can see from what we've done on there, we've got our lovely little dimensional crafting types of elements. Look at the definition of the dimension on there. Look how beautiful that is. All of the layers. There's more layers on here than you can shake a stick at. But then what we're going to do is we're going to then put some tape onto the back here, and we're going to bring this into play onto the front there. This is going to be an amazing card.
Yeah, and just as Keith's finished that off, we're going to start our vote for demo of the show. We've not got long to get this done, so very, very quickly, get your votes in. Demo number 1 was that first one that Debbie Fisher did using that fabulous new craft kit that we've got launching today. That is your demo number 1. Demo number 2 was from the Sarah Signature Frosty and Bright, another of our Debbie Fisher's creations. That is demo number 2. And then Keith, demo number 3, is it ready? Over to Keith. That is demo number 3. 1, 2 or 3. Get those votes in.
Vote me! Vote me!
Vote 1, 2 or 3. But what a stunning card that is. That Hessian really does look real, and the bow as well, but it's all being printed, all used from that fantastic collection. It goes to show how everything works together beautifully. That Shabby and Chic collection of bringing in your metallic cardstock as well. Wow, what an absolutely stunning card. Thank you for that, Keith. That is beautiful. And of course, do vote number 3 if that is your favourite. The card is winging its way over now, but we're just going to finish off looking at that amazing collection. We're going to have another little look at our Metallinks card. I mean, look at that absolute showstopper that we've got here, using all those elements from the collection. But Keith did use some of our metallic cardstock for the mats and layers, and it really does just bring that card to life, really elevates that incredible card, and it just makes it that little bit more special. And if you are wanting to get hold of that Metallinks assorted A4 card, Keith's got all the colours that you're going to get within that bundle. 80 sheets of 300 GSM. Yes, that's my favourite colour. How stunning is that?
Yeah, and that's the colour we've used there, Lily, with that card. Isn't that fabulous?
Doesn't it just look amazing?
Beautifully, doesn't it, really, for sure. And again, sits perfectly with the collection, but that's only one of the 8 different colours, Lily, within the range. I mean, it's fabulous. Just hold on to that for a moment. It's a brick. You could do a workout with that one, couldn't you, really?
Blimey, really, I don't want to be delivering that myself.
Yeah, it's definitely, you're definitely going to know that it's arrived through the door, because the whole floor is going to shudder, but you get 10 sheets each of all 8 different colours, and look how beautiful these mix and match with each other. You need this in your craft room. This is our Metallinks range of 300 GSM quality metallic ink that we've sat down onto a coated cardstock. Look how beautiful and soft and silky it is. And Lily, you were right, a lot of people love to just stroke this.
Absolutely. I mean, I was looking at it and I just wanted to feel it. It feels so soft and lovely. It's not really what you'd expect from a metallic card, but it is totally different. It's that special ink, like Keith said, that they have used that's different to anything else I know that I've got in my crafty stash. I know that's already on the market, but just stunning. We do have a winner for demo of the show, and that is number 2, which is the Frosty and Bright. If you're loving that, you're going to have to tune in at 2 o'clock for Craft Along. Stunning creation there, but we've got an absolutely jam-packed day coming up on Crafters TV. At 2 o'clock, like I say, we've got that Craft Along. Debbie Fisher is coming back in for that with our Sarah Sig Frosty and Bright. And at 6 o'clock tonight, we've got an amazing launch party. We've got the launch of that craft kit coming up in that show. We've got Celebrate the Season, we've got Nesting Dies, lots and lots in that show. And of course, Keith will be back this afternoon and this evening as well at 4 o'clock. And he will also be back in the last show as well to show you you even more of these amazing crafty goodies that we've got on today's show. So do bear with us with the website. We are fixing it, but do just keep trying and we'll keep you updated. But I hope you can join us for the rest of the day. Joe will be taking over from me in the next show, but I hope you have an absolutely fabulous day and thank you for your company this morning.